You're welcome back from the break. I'm Daniel Rani. We've laid the foundation. All we need to do now is to build from the foundation that's been laid. We're here not that we have all the monopolies of knowing it, but we're here so that we can improve in what the skills financially that we already know, so that we can get better as we live life. So today we're going to look at session A1 is talking about set short and long-term goals and a plan to achieve them. What are the areas we're trying to look at precisely? We're doing this so that enable us, individuals and members of our families, to set short, medium, and long-term goals, to determine the different goals within a family, to understand the need for planning and for managing money properly in order to achieve our financial goals, to learn to assess the cost of financial goals. We also want to look at to learn and prioritize financial goals, to make a savings plan to achieve these goals. This is the aim of the season A1, looking at setting short and long-term goals. That's the aim. We want to identify short and long-term goals, compare goals. Where is it also important to plan and manage money? Is it important? If it is important, as we go through, we'll get to where we establish whether it is important to plan and manage money. Assess how much these goals will cost. What is my goal? Is it doable? How can I achieve it? How much will do it? And then making a savings plan. Identifying short and long-term goals. Let's take a look at this saying. It says, the winds are favorable to those who know the direction their boat is going. I repeat, the winds are favorable to those who know the direction their boat is going. This is a saying, it's a proverb. Can we deduce anything out of it? Look at it. Okay, have we heard something like that before?
Yes.
Let's play the game according to the rule that we have said. You raise up your hand and then you answer. You should be doing chorus answer. Okay, if we've had this before, do you have such type back home in our language, back in our community? Are there proverbs that try to speak to direction of helping us achieving what we want to do? Do we have anyone like that back home? No. Okay. What do you think it means? What's the meaning of this proverb? Who will help us? What's the meaning? The winds are favorable to those who know the direction their boat is going to. Somebody will try? Okay.
It's like heavens helps those who help themselves.
Meaning what?
Meaning that individuals need to aspire, make decisions before they are defined intervention.
Yes, you must have a direction. The proverb is saying that the winds favor those when you know where you're going. At least at the same board, when you are flying board, it's easier if the board is going the direction of the wind than when you are going against the wind. What are we saying? It is easier for us to have a direction of achieving our goals if we really know what we want and what we want to achieve. That's just what it is saying. Do you agree now that if you know what you want and you know how to get about it, you can achieve your goal? Do you apply these principles in your life daily? Let's just look at the scenario. As we live, have you also tried to look at, this is what I want. When do I get it? Do we work towards such? We may be doing it unconsciously. It's not that I'm saying it is looking as if it's something strange or new, but it's what we live with it daily. Before we get up this morning, You have at least an idea. What time will I jump off from the room? What time am I supposed to be where and at what time? So what we're trying to say in essence is that when you know what you want and you work towards it, it's easier to keep you going and achieving it. A goal. Everyone has a dream for the future. It's only non-living thing that does not have dream, I guess. But you cannot also conclude some human beings we can't say, but everyone has dreams for future. The best way to make dreams come true is to transform them into goals. If you look at some years back, look at the middle of your life and look at where you are today. At different points, there are different ideas, different expectations, and different ways of trying to. Sometimes we get them done, sometimes we don't. Growing very young, I saw on my father's television a person, Nigerian naval officer, and I go, white, and I love the dress. I said, that I want to be this. But see me standing here today, I don't even know. When it was time, after that, I could not know where to get the form. How do I become a naval officer? I don't even know. So what are we trying to say? Everyone has a dream for the future. And the best way to achieve this goal is by transforming that your dream to a goal and then work towards it. A goal is something concrete that you want to achieve in the future. If you have a goal, it must be something crooked, concrete, and you're projecting some time ahead to see that you achieve it. Success begins when you set yourself a concrete goal. Is that right? Success can only come if you set a concrete goal in your life. Today, we'll be identifying goals and learning to place them in the short or long term. It's certain that there are certain things we achieve within the shortest possible time, and there are certain things it needs longer time for us to be able to get there. There are certain things you program them stage by stage, depending on what the goals are. Here's for the one, Akufo's dreams. Please, let's go to our manual, page 12, and read it. Let's look at page 12 of our manual. This is a case study of somebody. We're there. I want somebody to read it fast. Let's get a female.
18. Offers dreams. Akoko now works in a school as an administration. A job she got after her return from Germany. She returns home after work each day. She sometimes sits on her small balcony thinking about her future plans. Since her return with 2 daughters, she has been thinking of starting a business. She would like to set up a German language school with her husband, Hammer. She knows she can rely on her experience because she has gained many years of experience working in a school. Furthermore, Akoko would like to do some entrepreneurship training by way of preparation and also buy a more modern laptop. At the same time, she is thinking of helping her parents repair their school's roofs as the training season is about to begin. Also, her brother, Quinn, wants her help to set up a barbing salon, and her younger sister wants her to buy a smartphone. Sometimes, Akoko also dreams of buying a plot of land to build a house of her home. What are the Akoko's dreams?
Do we hear her very loud and clear? Do we hear her? Okay, and we also have it. So, we've seen the stories. It's a school administrator who have dreams. So let's look at it now. What are the goals in the short story? In the case study, what can we say Akufo's offers goals. If you know it, it's your hand.
Setting up a Japanese language school.
Starting of business. Starting of business.
Our goal is to help the family.
Any other thing in the any other thing you can identify there?
They like to set up a German language school with that one.
However, you said
She also wants to have a plot of land.
she also wants to own a plot of land so that she can build a house.
She also wants to go for an entrepreneurship course, like school. Again, entrepreneurship training.
Okay. These are the goals identified in Akufos. Then which ones are material and which ones are immaterial? If you look at the goal, there are some that are materials, there are some that are not. Can we, with the microphone, please tell us which one among them is material and which one is not?
Setting up a business is material.
Setting up a business is a material. And then what again?
Setting up a German school for our cousin material for it. Our cousin.
Use the microphone, please.
Setting up a German school for our cousin.
Setting up a school, is it material or immaterial?
Material.
And what again?
Preparing the house roof of the parents is immaterial.
Having more modern laptops is immaterial.
Material or immaterial?
Those of entrepreneurship training is material. Entrepreneurship training is material.
So, thank you. Move on. Which of these goals can be achieved in short term? Out of this one that we have mentioned, you have mentioned 4, 5, 6 things. Out of them, which of them can we say can be achieved in a short term?
Entrepreneurship training.
Entrepreneurship training in short term. What again?
Purchase of land.
Purchase of land, if the resources is there.
Yes.
And what again?
Buying a modern laptop.
Buying others' laptop. What again, if any? Short term. Yes, changing the roof because the rainy season is approaching in short term. But which one among the things can we say will take longer time to achieve? Let's use the microphone. Please let somebody tell us. Rest of your hand, give madam. Which one can we say is a long term? Setting up German language school is a long term. So goals, in his own case, some goals can be achieved relatively quickly, others lie further in the future and may take a lifetime to achieve them. These are called lifetime goals. Things that take longer time to achieve and give, like the school we've established already. It's a long time. Now, how many of you have a dream or plan for the future? Personal question now. Who among us have a dream or plan for future? Raise up your hand, please.
Who will not plan?
Everybody is
They might, at least 3 people. Who has, how many of you have dream for the future?
all of us.
Almost all of us.
Everybody will have plan. I have a plan for the future.
You have a plan for the future. Can you share with us?
Personally, I'm working with the government and microfinance.
Speak to the mic.
Hello. But I'm thinking of having a particular business later where I can at least fall on after leaving the government job. And my thinking is basically going into agriculture. I have intention of having a palm plantation so that later, whether I'm there or not, something will be coming in for me to secure the old age. Thank you.
Thank you. Another person, a male.
Yes. I'm a civil servant as well.
Okay.
I'm a forester. So my plan for the future is to plant more trees. Because presently now what we have is deforestation. So my plan for the future is to plant more trees. Because planting of more trees, this will save humanity. Presently what we have now is people are inhaling carbon dioxide instead of oxygen. So it's better to inhale oxygen than carbon dioxide. And the tree we have a lot. Planting of trees we have a lot. So my plan for the future is to have my own trees, planting of my own trees. That's my plan for the future. Yes, ma'am? Yeah, it will benefit financially because there are some trees that when you plant them, you will earn from it. Like banana, like tea. You have money from it when you plant it.
Thank you. These are perennial crops that continue to yield. The mangoes and the orange that we are taking today, we don't know when they were planted.
Yes.
So you will do a little exercise. We'll be given 3 balloons, 3 and a marker. You blow it, you write your own personal goal, the one you think can be achieved in the shortest possible time, and another one that you think can be achieved in a long term. And again, in all this that we are doing, we belong to a family. What is that goal that you think you have as a family you should go about? So we are going to do 3 balloons. 1 short term, 1 long term for you, and then 1 family goal. Then we have a string here where you come and put them. Then we are going to look at them shortly. Write or draw a marker, 1 goal on each balloon. And then you come and place the balloons here. On this string behind me, to your left is short time. Towards the right hand, it's long term. And then one of the strings is strictly for family. One of the strings is strictly for family. Please let's make it snappy. This is to compare goals. We use string and balloons, 1 personal and 1 for family goals, short term and long term, blow and write. Since we have agreed that we have a plan, the honest answer here was that everybody has a plan for the future. So let's look at the plans that we have. Short term, long term, personal, and then 1 family. And then indicate whether you are a male or female. If you are a male, after writing what you put M. If you are a female, after writing you put F. female goal.
Personal. Is it 3?
Two for personal, one for family. Short-term goal, write it on 1. Long-term goal, write it on 1. And family goal, we belong to a family, like I said right here. What is the dream? What is the plan? What is it that as a family we want to achieve? So that we'll now look at them together. Indicate male or female, M for male, F for female, as you write. Stick with it. If you can go, just be snappy so that three to your left. We have the short term to the left cell, and then the long term to the right of the individual, and then the long term to family. If you are done, you must not wait for another person. You can come and try your own. If you are done, you can come and fix yours. Short term to your left, long term goes to your right, and then family goes to the other one. If you want a marker, we have our people that will give you. Just indicate if you want a marker. Short-term goals are those that can be achieved within weeks or within months. When long-term is that which would take a year or more. A classification to make it easier, within less than a year goal that can be achieved within less than 12 months belongs to the short term. Meanwhile, long term is something of 1 year, mid-term goals can be between 1 to 3 years, and then long term is something that take you 5 years, 3 and above years to achieve it. If your goal is 3 and above, it's long term. If your goal is 1 to 3 years, it's mid-term, it's doable. And then if what your goal is can happen in weeks, can happen within months, before 12 months, it is short term. Please, if you are done, you can come and I think place them here so that we can continue. Use the clip, please hold it. If you are okay, close over. You're still thinking. Short-term goal to your left as first goal, and then long-term to your right, and then family, your left. Family next, that's training. Yes. And I said also, don't forget to indicate whether you are male or female. Yes, I said M for male and F for female. Let's be fast. Our time is going, timekeeper. Remove the one holding the paper. You know the same thing you did there. Okay, somebody else does it. We have shortage of clip. You can keep them near a sick clip here. Come, madam. The family is the street, the next one. If your own is short term, you can use it to hold with another person's own. Must not be one. You can put two together and use one clip since we're having shortage of it. I think that if you are not able to clip it good, the two can go. You can keep it near the, if your arm is shorter, you can keep it towards the left where they are. If your arm is long term, keep it around there, that of family here. No problem. Just keep it on the floor near the low wind blow it, we know that it belongs there. If it is to our left, we know that it is short term. If it is to the right, we know that it's a long term goal. And if it is there, we know. Yes. Anyway, the purpose is for us to brainstorm, like I said, before now, one may not think towards such, but now we are telling ourselves the importance of financial innovation, that as we grow, there is need to have it. It's okay, we can take our seat. Okay, thank you so much. Then, looking at it, the exercise we have just done, we were supposed to take a look at, out of what we have done, whether there are more personal goals or family goals. I still ask, in the exercise we have just done, do we have more of family? We need the microphone, man. In the exercise we have done, what can you deduce? Do we have, if my support, Afolabi, please, I want you to look at what have just happened. Do we have more of family or personal goals? Give him the microphone.
Mine is personal growth.
I didn't understand the question. I'm saying that from what has just happened, what can you deduce? Do we have more of family goals or more of personal goals? From the exercise, all of us, what can you say? Do we have more?
We have more long-term planning, long-term growth.
Long-term goal.
It's more than the short-term.
How do you get there? How do you know that we have more long-term goals?
I'm looking at the balloons.
Okay, that's Afolabi's deduction. Somebody should help us. What can you say from what has just happened?
From what has just happened, we have more of personal goal than family goal, because the personal goal comprises of the long term and the short term, and most of them are still your goal, right? The family goal is just small.
Good. What are actually personal goals? We have short term and long term, and then the family goals is for each family represented here. If we look at it, at the end of it all, since no omission was made, in your personal life, you have your short-term goal and you have your long-term goal. But as a family, most times it's a long-term goal. Though we didn't specify that, we just say give us a family goal. So here you can see that as human beings, there are more of personal goals. We have our short-term things we want to do. Sometimes we need not to discuss with anybody. Meanwhile, when it becomes family, it becomes a discussion. You have to sit down as a family and agree. So in life, there are short-term and long-term goals, which is mostly inclined to somebody is paying fine. The telephone has run. Okay, in your opinion, let's look at it again. In your own opinion, are women's goals the same as men's goal? Let's have the microphone. Where's the microphone? Tell us, why is it that men's goals are different from women's goals? Let's see how.
Because men have a lot.
Men have a lot. Men have a lot for the family than the women. It's true. Why? Why? Let somebody talk to us.
Okay, I may want to say women's goal may be different from men's goal, because men may be thinking for the family, and sometimes women, a short-term goal may just be to get a bag that she can easily use to carry a lot of things.
Again, I want to somebody, the last person, let's hear, then I'll say something.
Traditionally, men were saddled with a lot of responsibility and the headship of the family, based on the African settings. You assume that many are breadwinners, so and they are supposed to be responsible for everything that is going on in the family. So, women are, the systems are no longer the same. Women are living with some other categories.
Somebody has a brilliant opinion. Okay, first one.
Even sir,
Yes.
women are part of men's goals.
Okay.
Women
Out.
are part of our goals.
Okay, so men's, you are trying to tell us that men's goal is not same with that of the women. This is what we are trying to look at. The goals are not the same. Okay, let's move on. In your own opinion, again, young people's goal and those of the elders in the family. Please, we need the microphone. Help us, my sister. Help us with the microphone. Again, in a family or in the society generally, are goals of the young people the same with that of the elders?
They are not the same.
Please tell us your name and then answer.
My name is Dan. Because young men, young people, they look at the immediate the things they can do within a shorter period of time. Why older men, based on their experience, based on their problem they have faced before, they will look for the future. They will plan ahead. Although some men today, some young guys, they plan rather for the future than now. But basically, the older people's goal are not the same.
Okay, a build up again to that one. What can we say is the goal of a migrant person and those that are back home? Do you understand what we mean by migrant person? People who have traveled, is away from his home to go and look for survival. I now put the question, is the goal of a migrant person the same with the goal of a person that is back home? That you want to say?
They are not.
They are not.
Yes.
Why?
Because those that migrants, they went there to hustle. They went there to secure their future. They don't know, because we at home here, I can say, this is my father's land, this is my mother's land, I can still fall back to this thing. For as we are now, I can say, okay, I want to establish poultry, I want to establish this. But those at the end there, they will want to secure, maybe buy land, build house in case if anything goes wrong there, they will want to run down to this place. That's it.
Can somebody again, still on migrant and people back at home, what do you think is the goal of a migrant person? What is his goal? If you want to talk, please keep a migrant person, what is his goal? Does he belong to a short-term goal or a long-term goal person, activity? Migrant person.
The aim of an average migrant is to secure future, which is long term. Some of them used to say that there is no hope in their the present moment, and they want to secure their future for themselves and their children. That's why some people are moving out of the country.
Thank you. Then let's again look at this, the first one. We want to look at it. What was the most difficult thing in you trying to identify your goal? I saw somebody run the balloon and cancel it. We can even trace it. He rode and brought marker and was spending 1 hour to cross the whole thing that he rode. What is the difficulty in identifying your goals and placing them based on the timelines of short or long term or family? What's the difficulty?
I think what I think about that is that we want everything at the same time.
We want everything at the same time.
At the same time.
Okay, let's hear a female.
At differentiate between long term and short term can also cause that kind of situation. When you cannot even differentiate whether one is short term or the other one is long term.
But we're able to tell ourselves that short terms, weeks to months, and years and 3 years and above is long term. Yes, the last person.
My own suggestion to that is inability to get funds to be able to actualize the long or the short.
Okay, the difficulty she's saying is how to get the funds to execute, be it short term or long term plans. Okay, the key takeaways. Goals are often different at different stages of life. Is it true? We have said here that the young people dream is different from an elderly person. In other words, the goals we set also reflects where we are in our life cycle. When you are a younger person, your thoughts are different. When you get to a certain age in your life cycle, your thoughts become different. You start looking at things in a different way. When you grow older, the society and the experience you have gone through, so it is clear that the goals we set for ourselves reflects according to our life cycles. Our life cycle is made up of all events that we can anticipate in our lives. As we keep going, if you want to go to primary school, you find yourself in primary school. You are there, you are thinking, when will I go to that secondary school? This primary school, each time I come late, they're killing me, but that secondary school, I'm not seeing them doing that. You find yourself there. After this, you say you want to go to college. After there, I want to get a job. After there, you got the job. The job I'm doing, they're not paying me much. I want to change job. How will I change the job? You keep going here and there. You may succeed in changing the job, you may not. I want to get married. I want to have children. What happens to the children? So one thing leads to another. Our life cycle anticipates events, and those events keep affecting our goals from time to time. You discover that your goals earlier will be different from now. The goals of husband and wives, mother and father, son and daughters, brothers and sisters may be the same or different. Yes, my dream and my son's dream may not be the same. I didn't grow thinking that I want to go and play football anywhere. But your daughter or your child may grow up and say he wants to play football, he wants to go and bring others. So, families can have different dreams, depending on how men and women are educated and what the family and society expect from sexes. We belong to a society, we belong to a community. Each of our community have expectations from us. What are the expectations? At every stage of your life, as a small boy, there's expectation. You grow, you finish the school, you have expectation. You now become a full-blown up person. There are expectations. And each of these stages, the expectations varies also by sex. If we go back to what we wrote here now and look at our male and female, we will discover that the goals and the dreams of the male will not tally with that of the female, because take it or leave it, our sex has a way of affecting us. Also, in our different life, if very different things in our private lives and at work, some family goals may be the same, while others continue to be different. Even in a workplace, you discover that you are doing the same work, you are earning the same income, but then the dreams and aspirations vary from individual one to another. Why is it important then to plan and manage our money? Why is it important to plan and manage our money? But is it good to plan and manage money?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, one person should share with us why is it good to manage, to plan on our resources? Why? Why do we have to plan? 1%. Afolabi.
You plan your money so that you avoid the displacement of priority.
Good. He said you have to plan so that you have a priority of what you want to do. To get a better understanding of how to achieve your own goals, the first thing is to plan and take responsibility of managing your money. For us to be able to achieve our goals, for us to get to where we want to go, for us to obtain that which our heart desires, there is need to plan and take responsibility in managing the resources that get into our hands. Why is it important to plan? He said it so that priorities will be set out. We have what we call scale of preference. You put them out, you knock out those that are irrelevant, you do the ones that are relevant. Scale of preference comes in. What happens when you do not have a plan? If you don't have a plan, you are afraid. They say it's better to even plan and not achieve than not at all. If you don't plan, you are doomed because there's no dream. So let's now look at the money. Our beliefs are based on experience in our family and friends. Is it true? Our beliefs on money. Our beliefs on money. We belong to culture and society. Some societies feel a woman should not even earn money, should not keep money. Some societies forbid a woman buying land that she's not supposed to have, especially in the eastern part of Nigeria. Imo in particular, I have a case I'm handling that the woman bought the land, she's from Anambra, the man is from Imo, and is generating issues. So, money, looking at money, our beliefs are based on experience in our family and friends. There are families that don't care how you get the money, just bring money. Am I right? Go and kill, they don't care. Steal somebody's thing and sell, they don't care. Go rape somebody, do whatever you can do. All they want is that money should come. Also friends. Friends advise each other. Why are you still living in this kind of house? Why are you still driving this kind of car? So I don't know. You don't know what to do? I will help you. So our beliefs about money also differ from one person to another. Common beliefs about money are not necessarily true and can act as a brake. These beliefs are not true. There's no reason that says a woman should not own a fat bank. There's no reason that says, or rule that says a woman should not own her own land or plan to establish her own business. So some of these beliefs is preventing us from maintaining our money. Some of these, for instance, there are in certain we are looking at achieving our targets and life goals. Some religion says that our life is in God's hand. Where bothering yourself that God has my tomorrow, I should fold my hands and sit. And there are also the saying which says things happen by chance. Yes, I may be drinking tomorrow, and tomorrow I may own a jet. So that these things are nature. Why bothering yourself? So all these things are our beliefs on money. However, because of the knowledge that we have and the skills we are acquiring, we need not to believe those things. Because if we believe them, they will break us, they'll stop us from achieving what we want to do. We have to identify the obstacles that protect us from realizing our goals and finding solutions to overcome them. Again, some people think that you can only be good in mathematics and arithmetic to be able to compute and see how you make money. They believe that it's only the accountants that can do. It's not true. You must not be good in mathematics, you must not be good in arithmetic before you be able to plan and manage your money. Planning and managing money is very important. let's do this small game. The game is, I'm going to read out a thing on how to manage on money issue again. And if what I say it is true, you can stand. But what I say it is not true, you can sit down. I repeat, I'm going to make a statement. If the statement is true, you can stand on your feet. If the statement is not true, you can sit, remain on your chair. Managing money is very complicated. Okay, you people are saying it is true, right? Okay, thank you. Keep standing. The next one will go. By the time the one that no problem. That's her choice. She says it's false. She must not answer. Okay, please we need the microphone. Sister, give us mic. Help us. Hey. Why is it that you said managing money is not very complicated?
To me, it's not that complicated. In the sense that managing your money is just.
Try whether you can speak to the mic. You want to?
All right. I am of the opinion that it's not that complicated. In the sense that, like I'm saying that when you plan and you follow your plan, that's the way of trying to manage it. And one other thing is that you don't, and this money issue that we are talking about.
Yes.
I believe in one thing. Your own is to plan and to follow your plan. It's God that brings the success.
Chief.
So that is my own thinking.
Okay, let's go to the second one. You have already taken a decision now. It's okay. You said? No. Okay. The next statement is.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
The practical example is this. When we get our salary, at the time we get our salary.
Yes, sir.
You plan that you are going to pay school fees.
Yes, sir.
But suddenly one of the children fell sick.
Yes.
Do you say you want to follow your plan and you don't treat the person that is sick? So
you will treat the person.
You treat the person best. So it's complicated. You can have your own plan, but when the money comes, why is it that
it's okay? Let me address
why is it that every month we get our salary, we cross, we change, we include?
Okay. Afolabi is saying that it's complicated, but I want to tell you that life itself is dynamic. Because you could not do nothing that you want to do today, you can do it tomorrow. So managing money is very complicated. It's false.
No, it's not.
It's false, sir. The reason is that. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Managing money. If you don't have the education to help.
And that's why we're here.
Yes, but if you don't have it, you are asking us because we are having it now. We can know it's not difficult. It's not
fine. So now the answer is false. Is that not?
As at now, it's true.
Until we have
until we have this education, I cannot say it's true. Until
and that is the reason we're here. But however, naturally, managing money, like I said, we said as we grow, our plans and programs keep changing. Because I want to buy this chair at the end of March, and I did not buy it, does not mean I will not buy it. So that does not mean that it's complicated because my child was sick and I took the money for the child. It has not that one. Fine. That's why it is twisted, so that we can brainstorm. That's why it is twisted. So next question, please. Let's make it snappy. Time is not a person needs to be good at maths to manage their money. True or false? Next, my friend might not want to see me again if I earn more money than them. True or false? My friends might not want to see me again if I earn more money than them. True or false? If it is true, stand. If it is false, sit. You need lots of money if you are going to invest. You need a lot of money if you need to invest. True or false? If it's true, you stand. If it is false, you sit. You need a lot of money before you invest. It's okay. Can somebody help us? No, let's give somebody. He has talked. Let's have somebody talk to. And let's give somebody. Can you help us? Why did you say it's false?
It's false because you don't need a lot of money to start a business.
Yes.
When you have small money, you can start a little business.
Yes. So it is false. Then we are moving further. I'm too heavily indebted to be able to do anything. I'm too heavily indebted to be able to do anything. If it is true, stand. If it is false, sit. False. I have confidence in my spouse making good choices for me. I have confidence in my spouse making good choices for me. True or false? False. Okay, we are also there. Poor people cannot save. Poor people cannot. You say if true, you stand. If it is no, you sit. Poor people cannot save. False or true? False. What other ideas about money are held by your family, community, or town or village? What is the idea of money in your community? So going by this now, it is clear that we will be able to. It is important to plan and manage money. Am I right? Yes. Going by what we have here now, managing money is not complicated. You must not be good in mathematics to manage money. My friends will not run away from me. In fact, I think that more friends come when you have money. Even those that initially don't want you will even come. You need lots of money to invest. No. You are too heavily indebted. I'm paying loan here. I'm doing this one here. I'm doing that. So from the foregoing, it shows that we can always plan our goals as short term or long term or as family. Then I put this question to us. What is the perception about money in your community? In my village, when you have too much money, do they say you are a richer person? If you have too much money, what is the perception? That we should just sleep, God will bring money from heaven? Can somebody share with us? Okay, when I was a young man growing, somebody came to serve in my state. I'm from Taraba State. He's a Yoruba man. Ayore Omoswa. I think Ondo. And he wanted me to come and spend December with him. My father was a principal. We stayed in the quarters, he was staying in the quarters. They were staying in the quarters. He said, I said that my parents. He now said, you are a big boy. I said, no. He kept pushing. I didn't tell my parents. Let me tell you why. I said, I don't want to go to the West because they said if you go to Yoruba land, they'll put you in one room and put one calabash on your head. And money will be coming out. So when I told him that thing, after praising me, he shouted, who told you this? How about Daniel? You have gone to school and why are you thinking like that? I said, that is the impression they gave us as we were growing. So communities have ideas. They tell us that the Igbo man goes to stand on the road to kill to get money. Anyway, those are by the way. As you can see, anyone who earns money can learn to manage it. Whatever their personal, family, and social or financial circumstances, management of money requires certain skills which can be taught. But these skills are accessible to everyone. We can always learn about money. The person that has not gone to school can even give you an idea of how to do with money. So you can agree with us now that either personal, family, or any circumstances, we will be able to manage our resources. The first step in managing the money is to know what you want to do with it. Is that right? The first thing you need to do is to know what you want to do with the money. That's what we are going to look at fast. You need money to achieve You need money to achieve
Our goals.
our goal, to achieve our goals. And we need to be able to assess how much it will cost to achieve our goal. We are now going to think the cost of achieving our own goals. You want to achieve something, you must plan towards it. You must have an idea of how much will help you to achieve, and then where and how will I have access to that resources to achieve that my short-term goal or my long-term goal. With the person sitting next to you, review your short-term, medium, and long-term goals and decide how much each will cost you to achieve. Just bear ourselves 2 or 3, and we've written our short and long-term goals earlier. Let's share with each other how much it requires to achieve this thing that we wrote and put here. So I can see somebody wrote private school. Maybe the person is a teacher. So how much will it cost to achieve this, our short term and long? Please, let's put our hands together and see. 2 people, and then you share with us. Just 2 people. You have your own short and long term goals. Your partner too has. What? Review the short, medium, and the long term goals and decide how much it will cost, and then you can help share with us. We only have 2 people that will talk to us. Who wants to share?
As a salary,
Yes, sir.
certain percentage of our salary was set aside every month for our long term. For example, for investment, any civil servant, we must be able to look at the future. We must be able to look at after 35 years. We have a problem as a civil servant. Not until we get to maybe few years to retirement, maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe 6 months to retirement, we start looking for where we can put a kiosk, this container, so that we can start selling pure water, want to buy freezer, want to buy fridge. We shouldn't be doing that.
What I want to ask you, they have your long-term goal they are talking about. How much each will cost you to achieve it? That's the discussion.
My personal,
that's the
my
question.
personal, okay. My short-term goal will cost me like 2 million naira. My long-term goal millions of naira.
How do you want to access that money? How will you access the resources to achieve it? Through loan. Okay, thank you. She wants to share with us. Give her the microphone.
My short-term business will only cost me between 100 and 200. Then the long one will cost me around 10 million and above. So for the short one, I can do that with my salary because a quarter, maybe for 2 months, I can deduct that. Then for the long time, that means I'm going to be saving, and at the same time, I can get loans if that's possible.
So we're struggling with time. We actually we're going to just pick one. This slip is where we need to put in. You know, the issue is how will you the costing of it? Just take one and pass it to another person. Then how have you already sought information about the cost of achieving your goals? These goals that we're working towards, have we sought out information about how to achieve them? The person that wrote private school, have we looked for information on to do it? The person that wrote Okirika business, open Okirika business, have the person sought information on how to go about it and get the Okirika sell? So if so, how did you go about it? Somebody should share with us, please. we have written our goals here. You can, don't bother, I've given you the paper, you can fill them, we can discuss them even tomorrow. But let's look at this one now. Have you already sought information about the cost of achieving what your goals? If so, how did you go about it? How did you go about the cost that you have, and where did you get the information from? Can somebody share with us? We have goals and idea. What information? Why? You cannot just wake up and say you want to build a house. You must have an idea that you need the land, you need an architect, the type building. So these goals that we have written, we're the ones that wrote them. So I am now asking you, have you sought information about these things that we wrote on the balloons? That's question one. Do we sought information about them, or we just wrote them because we found ourselves here today? Come and help us with microphone. Did we have information about these things? We have information about it. Okay, the follow-up question is, how did you get the information? How do you go about it?
Yes, I've sought information from those that are established private schools. I'm the one that run private school.
Okay.
So I've heard some factors, and gave me some information, the that are supposed to be used for the establishment, and ways to get loans and landed properties.
Good. Yes, we need to have idea of what we want to do, and have idea of where to get the cost. We have loan, we have grants, we have cooperative. If you must achieve, you must save, which is mandatory. If you don't save, you cannot get there. Goals are generally easier to achieve if you think ahead. If you think ahead of an idea, you can get there and gather all the information you need to take a well-informed decisions. He said he has discussed with somebody who has a private school. He's the one that run the private school. So he has gotten the information and he has made an informed decision. It is also vital that we assess how much it will cost to achieve that goal. We have said that one. You need to have an idea of how much it will be. Careful research sometimes is necessary, and seeking information from suppliers, finding out market trends. It's not just about somebody wrote selling okrika. It's not only about selling okrika. Where will I buy the clothes? Where is the market? What type of clothes sells more? Male or female clothes? That help goes a long way. It is also important to assess our goals in terms of the time we plan to achieve them. This thing that I'm doing, can it be done in 6 months? Is it 1 year? Is it 3 years? Is it 5 years? So we need to have that one. Also, do not forget that prices change over time. Is that not?
Yes.
Prices change. Therefore, build in a margin to set a bit above the target. If today the school that my brother wants to establish is 2 million naira, by the time he wants to do it, it must have gone to 3, if not more, because of inflation. So, in case the cost of achieving your goals increases in the next few years, this is especially true in case of medium and long term. Anything that is not immediate, you cannot touch the price. But if you are just to go and buy tomatoes in the market today and sell today, you know that the price is known, you have an idea. But medium and long term also must surpass this, so you need to make more savings. Make savings plan. Take your guide, read the page related to, we have read this page. What do you think about a maker saving plan? In life, we must save. We must plan to have money. We don't have to feel that things happen by chances. We don't have to feel that our religion says that we can only sit down and money will come. If you are not able to save out some money, what do you do? If you are not able to save out some money, what do you do? What we need to do, like I said, we look at loan, we look at grants, we look at cooperative societies, and then we look at personal savings. We look at personal savings. So, At this point, I want to give room. If there is something you need clarity, let's have the mic around here. If there is something you need clarity about, any question? What important things have you learned during this period? Can somebody share with us? Yes, give us the microphone, please.
Microphone.
The plan is important to achieve success in anything. Then apart from that, one important thing I also discovered is whatever your goal is, whether short term or long term, you should try as much as possible to find out information, important information about such goal. It will actually help us to be able to achieve it. Thank you, sir.
Yes, who wants to share again? Okay, if there's nobody, let's take a look at, let's go to our trainer's guide. Let's look at page 18. We have tried to look at the short and the long term placed here, and even the family investment goals and plans. You can look at 5 there, making a saving plan to achieve your goals. We have said that you need to know how much it will cost you. If you do, you can write the cost beside the goals. That is, but you have the goals, you have the cost written down, and if you don't, it is very important that you find out. It is the only way to know how much money you need. In anything you want to do, you need to have the cost implications, and if you have the cost implications, it gives you a way forward on how to get there. Meanwhile, you can also indicate an approximate cost that can correct later. Then prioritize your goals. We have said earlier that scale of preference is important when it comes to issue of short term, especially in short term goals. You look at what you want to do, you look at the resources you have, and then you prioritize what will you do and what will you not do. You come up with your scale of preference, you select. That takes us to what we say needs and want. Things that are needs, we know how essential they are. And when things that are wants are things that we can make do with. I remember when we were going for break here, my colleague said, don't take sugar. That clearly says, when you are doing your shopping for breakfast at home, the sugars will be less for the adults and then more for the children. So priority is very important for us to be able to achieve what we want to do. And most importantly, we need to know that we have to plan and save. Saving is something we must do in our life for us to be able to get to where we want to do. Saving plan it gives us a clearer picture. When you have a saving plan and you have a target, it helps you, like somebody said, as a civil servant, every month you must set aside some money to achieve certain things. However, as we grow through the life, our plans keep changing too. And as it changes, it is always good that which you are living and doing the next one should be something that is viable, important, and can grow you and the family. At this point, I still say again, what can you do? Cover by cover that you put together can become something. Don't overlook the small money that you put together each day, each month, or each year. Develop the habit of saving, and you'll be surprised at what becomes out of it. Any question? Any question for clarity? If there is none, thank you so much for the time, and I believe that we know that there is need to plan and have a goal in our life. Thank you. Please don't forget the assignments I gave you, where we need to put our savings plans and the cost of